Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 2022 Utah Pride Parade. It is a wonderful day and a super beautiful day to hold Pride. We want to welcome everyone on the live stream today, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube through the LatterGayStories podcast channels or on the Utah Pride Center channel. We are the official live stream broadcast platform for the 2022 Utah Pride Festival. My name is Kyle Ashworth. I'm the host of the LatterGayStories podcast and happy to have you along on this wonderful and kind of historic event for the Utah Pride Center and the Utah Pride community, the LGBTQ community in the Salt Lake City greater area. Why historical? Because this is likely going to be the largest Pride Parade. In fact, it is the largest Pride Parade that the Utah Pride Center has hosted. So we're excited to be able to have you along. We are set up right along 200 South in downtown Salt Lake. And if you are on the parade route, you will know that right across the way from our live stream are the protesters. So occasionally you're going to hear them chant up a little bit. And then the crowd goes wild. So it's super fun, super exciting to be able to see what's going on here. And maybe we'll give you a live shot of them just so you can see what the unhappy side of Pride is going to look like. But we're happy to be here, happy to have you along on the broadcast, to have you enjoy the Utah Pride Parade. Let us know where you are watching from as well. We're hoping to have hundreds and hundreds of you on the live stream as we broadcast the parade throughout this afternoon. But again, thank you so much for joining us. We are the official live stream partner for the Utah Pride Parade, the 2022 Utah Pride Parade, and we're excited to have you with us today and hope that you definitely have a fun time as you watch Utah's largest LGBTQ event and parade as participants walk through the parade route in colorful celebration. Now, this year we have 168 entries in the parade, and this is a super, super crowd. Just a little background, my first Pride Parade was in 2017, actually right here in Salt Lake City, and it was a moving experience for me. I was super excited to be able to participate in the Pride Parade, be able to see the connection, see the love, really, that existed here on Salt Lake City's downtown streets. So I hope that you can feel that as well, even though you aren't live on the streets with us. We hope to be able to convey that to you as well. Just as an FYI, we do have a number of cameras throughout the parade route. We do have the main parade camera that will be watching the floats as they come along, and then we have a roving camera as well that maybe will even jump on a couple of floats for you so you can kind of get a better view than even the people who are sitting in the lawn chairs get with some of these Pride floats as well. So again, let us know where you're watching from. We'll have them throw a couple of the comments up on the screen as well as we watch. But the parade is just beginning to start. The cars are rocking and rolling, and I see some color coming down the street. So we'll start announcing here in just a moment. All right, here comes our first float. As you can see, it is the Utah Pride Center banner welcoming everyone to the 2022 Utah Pride Parade. Join us in celebrating our amazing, diverse community as we kick off a spectacular day of activities. And thank you to Salt Lake City Police Department for escorting the Utah Pride Center banner all the way through. A yearly tradition at the Utah Pride Parade, it would not be complete without the Dykes on Bikes. It's a loosely affiliated international network of mostly lesbian and dyke motorcycle clubs created in 1976 at the San Francisco Pride Parade. Dykes on Bikes have been leading marches, parades, and protests ever since. Now, Dykes on Bikes is a symbol of LGBTQIA pride, defiance, liberation, and empowerment. Today's Dykes on Bikes are led by a lesbian riding group called the Lady Riders of Salt Lake City. Along with other queer riders and supportive allies, it is the Dykes on Bikes. The Utah Pride Center is host to much more than just its marquee events. The Pride Center also operates as a year-round community center and located just a few blocks south of where we're broadcasting on Main Street. They provide life-saving services through their community programs and offer mental health services, education and training, a community space, and adult senior programs as well. They have youth and family programs and even suicide prevention. We want to thank the Utah Pride Center for all that they do for the LGBTQ community. Hold the hood back on the camera lens. Wait. Just go tell him I need the lens pulled back. I need the cover pulled back on the lens. I can see his cover on the lens.
Which direction?
Oh, he got it.
Oh, okay.
Got a live shot there from the parade route. Look at all those people. Lots of color, lots of smiles, lots of glitter. We're excited to have a big crowd here today. Looking live now at Pacific Pride. Pacifica Pride is the Polynesian organization representing Utah Pride. Here comes the Grand Marshal of the 2022 Utah Pride Parade. Arlen Bradshaw has served as a member of the Salt Lake County Council since 2010 and has championed causes for the LGBTQ community as the first elected gay member through his civic duties. We're excited to have Arlen Bradshaw as our 2022 Utah Pride Parade Grand Marshal. Also a Grand Marshal, Suzanne Scott, an ally, has spent the last 25 years facilitating the adoptions of nearly 100 children to gay and lesbian couples and individuals through her agency, Families for Children. The first, and for a long time, the only adoption agency working here in the state of Utah. A big round of applause for Suzanne Scott here on the parade route. There's Jay on the other side down a little bit. He's got to pull his camera thing back.
Okay. How should I?
Just run across.
No, I don't want that.
I need him. I need you to do it.
So pull the cover back.
The Golden Spike Percussion and Winter Guard are non-profit performance ensembles under the umbrella of Performing Arts Weber, located in Ogden, Utah. The Golden Spike Ensemble were founded with a mission of creating a safe and enriching environment for young adults in northern Utah to help them build life skills through expression and collaboration in the performing arts. Golden Spike Winter Guard is the Utah Color Guard Circuit A class champions and is a Winter Guard International Region Championship finalist. Gold Spike Percussion is the three-time Intermountain Percussion Association champion and has twice been featured a Winter Guard International World Championship semifinalist. Welcome to the Utah Pride Parade, Gold Spike Performing Arts. The AFSP Utah is dedicated to saving lives and bringing hope to those affected by suicide, promoting mental health wellness, celebrating diversity and inclusion. We are creating a stronger community by working together to fight the stop of suicide. Delta Airlines, a proud sponsor of the Utah Pride Parade. Happy to have Delta Airlines and their wonderful staff as inclusive partners to the Utah Pride Parade family. And definitely a big thanks to Delta Airlines. I just got my peanuts, almonds, and my cookie. I better show this off. Check out this. I didn't even have to book an flight. So thank you, Delta Airlines, and thank you for joining us on the 2022 Utah Pride Parade broadcast. Super excited to have you. It is Intermountain Healthcare and Select Health, proud sponsors with the Utah Pride Center, helping people live the healthiest lives possible. As we celebrate Pride Month, the caregivers at Intermountain Healthcare and Select Health want you to know they're here for you and they pledge to work with you to take pride in your health. Here comes the Salt Lake City Public Library. They're entry number 5 in the Utah Pride Parade. The Salt Lake City Public Library is a welcoming, inclusive space for all people in the Salt Lake City community. SLCPL houses the Pride Center's Utah Stonewall Library collection. They host an LGBTQIA GSA called Alphabet Soup and have gender-inclusive restrooms at all 8 of their Salt Lake City locations. Find yourself at the Salt Lake City Library. Young Subaru of Ogden is proud to be a partner with the Utah Pride Parade. We've been honored to team up with the Utah Pride for the last several years and hope to continue this friendship and continually help spread love across the state of Utah. And now you see FAM is friends, allies, and mentors of the LGBTQ community and Utah Educators for Pride. FAM empowers Utah educators to foster and advocate for all students and create inclusive environments where students can thrive. Utah Educators for Pride is a passionate group of educators, students, and families who believe each person's right to be accepted, appreciated, and celebrated for exactly who they are important. Yay! Thank you, everyone at FAM. Lots of friends there. Sometimes you want to party with 5 husbands, and sometimes you want to party with 5 wives. There we go. It is the Ogden's own distillery. They proudly made their 5 wives vodka right here in Utah. On that float, one of the 5 husbands is my friend, Buddhist. Each year, the 5 husbands vodka. Each year, the distillery puts 5 new faces on their 5 husbands bottle for Pride celebrations. So check out bottles this year and find out who's on. Stark's Funeral Parlor is queerly departed. We're gathered here today to get through this thing called life, the electric word. Life, it means forever and mighty. It's a long time, but Stark's here is to tell you there's something else, the afterworld, a world of never-ending happiness, and you can always see the sun day or night. And when it's time for the afterworld, you've got your friends at Stark's Funeral Parlor. Entry number 11 is Utah Transit Authority, locally also known as UTA. UTA is a Topaz sponsor of the 2022 Pride Week. UTA has over 3,000 employees serving residents across the Wasatch Front. UTA provides service to life's connections, improving our air quality and public health and enhancing the quality of life for everyone. Whether gay, lesbian, trans, bi, or queer, we're here for you and all of your transportation needs. UTA is also hiring. Please go to rideuta.com/apply now to learn more about applying to work for the Utah Transit Authority. It's UTA. Entry number 12 is our friends, the Dragon Dads. They're a group of fathers who love and affirm their LGBTQ children together through their community and shared experiences. They strive to be better dads for their gay kids that they love so much. Many of my own personal friends are Dragon Dads. I personally am a big sponsor of the Dragon Dads program. If you want to join the Dragon Dads program, make sure you check them out on their Facebook page. Those Dragon Dads are a loud bunch with all those Harleys. Bud Light. They've proudly been supporting the Utah Pride Festival for over 20 years. It's 2 decades of partnership with Bud Light and the Utah Pride Center. Treasured partners and friends, Bud Light, and locally owned, family-operated General Distributing Company. It's our favorite beer distributor. They wanted to send you a special message. Together, we all are Utah Pride. Here come the Utah Bears. They're a membership-based social and service group organized and operated exclusively to support and to promote diversity and inclusion in our communities. They foster positive community involvement and provide opportunities which enhance the personal growth of each of their members, including body positivity and acceptance in the bear community and the LGBTQ community as a whole. It's the Utah Bears. Thank you. Using locally sourced ingredients and on-site artesian well water. Also, disco nut coconut flavored rum with edible glitter. It began as a collaboration with the Utah Pride Center. $1 from each bottle sold goes towards supporting the organization Shake It with Pride. It's the Dented Brick Distillery right here in Salt Lake City as part of the Utah Pride Parade. Ogden Pride is also representing. They invite you to join them for their 8th annual Ogden Pride Festival with their theme, See Us. They have events happening this August on the 5th through the 7th with exciting entertainment vendors and charity partners. Adobe, a proud sponsor of the Utah Pride Center. They celebrate the contributions and the spirit of the LGBTQ community, committing to supporting, elevating, and celebrating underrepresented creators. Adobe's goal is to ensure more perspectives are seen and heard. It's our friends from Adobe. It's the Best Friends Animal Society. Entry number 20. They're a leading national animal welfare organization dedicated to ending the killing of dogs and cats in America's shelters. In addition to running life-saving programs in partnership with more than 3,100 animal welfare groups across the country, Best Friends have life-saving centers in New York, Los Angeles, Atlanta, and right here in Salt Lake City. service firm with over 4,100 employees right here in Utah. It is committed to creating an inclusive working environment for all employees, including the LGBTQ community. They are increasing representation at every level of their firm. Goldman Sachs has over 700 members and allies right here in Utah, and they strongly advocate for inclusion and diversity within the firm, and is a proud partner in different ways with local community organizations. Thank you for joining us, Goldman Sachs. Entry number 22 is our friends from Peculiar. Peculiar's mission is to inspire, educate, and empower parents and families of faith-based communities to unconditionally love and embrace their LGBTQ children. We see a world where faith and the unconditional family thrive together. That is our friends at Peculiar. You can find them online at peculiar.org. Also on their social media sites, Facebook groups as well. It's our friends at Peculiar. Roofer Supply Company, SRS Distribution. Serving Utah with 8 locations from Logan to St. George, it's SRS Distribution, a Roofer Supply, a proud sponsor of the Utah Pride Parade. For over 30 years, Valley Behavioral Health has been successfully serving thousands of adults, children, and families by providing therapy, mental health services, and personal treatment for each individual. Valley Pride is the support group within Valley. They empower and create a safe, inclusive space for LGBTQ people. Entry number 25 is Planned Parenthood of Utah. They empower Utahns to make an informed choice about their sexual health, ensuring access to quality, affordable health care and education, and protecting the rights of everyone to do so. You saw their banner, Bands Off Our Beehive. And here comes our friends at Mormons Building Bridges. I Know Who I Am is sung by primary children in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Mormons Building Bridges, a continuing presence in Pride since 2012. They carry the song's message today. Mormons are taught from childhood that they're born with a spark of divine knowledge. If spelling your identity includes the letters LGBTQIA, the people here are marching here for you. Trust your instincts and know that they see and believe you. It's Mormons Building Bridges. Is an engineering and manufacturing company employing over 3,000 Utahns with hundreds of positions currently open for employment. Pride 3 from L3 Harris welcomes you to join the team. Your next challenge awaits at L3 Harris. North Street Clinic is entry number 28. And Smith's Food and Drug, entry number 29. They're an equal opportunity workplace. They make sure that everyone has the same chance as everyone else. They work to make their stores rather, a safe and welcoming community for all. On the float, we see that their theme is the 70s, the times when Stonewall, the gay liberation movement, and the LGBTQ right movement all start and take place. These movements help create a platform where people can stand and make a little noise for ourselves to show the pride the ones who stood before us had to hide. The ACLU of Utah, the American Civil Liberties Union, has spent over 60 years defending the civil rights and liberties of everyone living in or visiting Utah. Whether litigating in the courtroom, working in our communities, or advocating on Capitol Hill, we'll never stop fighting for equality and justice. Big crowd here. Super happy to have you following on the broadcast. It's the official live stream broadcast of the Utah Pride Parade. Coming down the parade route now is Amazon.com. I'm sure there's 4 or 5 packages sitting on my porch right now waiting for me. Amazon.com is a company of builders who bring varying backgrounds, ideas, and points of view to inventing on behalf of our customers. Amazon is a proud sponsor of LGBTQ organizations throughout the United States and the world. It's Amazon.com. Float number 32 is the King's English Bookstore. The King's English Bookshop has continued to match books to readers since 1977. Today, the booksellers and their friends are wearing t-shirts that say "More Pride, Less Prejudice," and they invite you to the bookshop 7 days a week to check out their great selection of gender-inclusive and LGBTQ titles. It's Pride all year long with Comcast Xfinity. Xfinity X1 and Flex. Just say Pride into your Xfinity voice remote to hit view, to hit TV shows, blockbuster movies, and much more when it comes to LGBTQI entertainment. Xfinity is way better to watch. Visit xfinity.com/LGBTQ for more information. Entry number 34 is Hayden Todd. Hayden Todd is the gay rapper of Salt Lake City and has been creating music for years. He's released 2 albums followed by numerous singles featuring Barbie Girl 2020, Gonna Dance, Long Lost Love, and 5 new singles for Pride 2022. His dream is to connect his fans, the Hot Toddies, and create songs that can move people and make them feel important. It's Hayden Todd. You can visit him at hayden-todd.com. Here comes Clearlink. They're a Utah-based tech company specializing in building lasting customer experiences. They've been doing this for over 20 years and continue to champion diversity, equity, and inclusion within their organization by celebrating different types of people they work with every day through Clearlink, an employee resource group dedicated to supporting LGBTQIA individuals. Roland Hall, they're proud to march today as a school committed to diversity, equality, and inclusion. They have members of their upper school Queer Straight Alliance and middle school Sexuality and Gender Alliance in the parade today. It's Roland Hall. Walmart, respect for the individual is one of the core values that have made us the company we are today. For more than 50 years, diversity, equality, and inclusion have been at the core of our values. Our Utah associates are proud to support the Utah Pride Festival and the Utah Pride Parade. Walmart has a gigantic group of supporters and people here in the parade. Want to thank Walmart for doing that. Entry number 38 is Stonewall Sports. Stonewall Sports is a community-based organization for LGBTQ individuals and allies operating as a nonprofit with their aim to create a low-cost, high-fun community where everyone can feel comfortable being themselves in organized sports. Registration is open for summer kickball on Sundays at Sugar House Park. It's Stonewall Sports. Really big crowd at the Utah Pride Parade. Happy to have you along with us in the broadcast. And we're working out a few little odd kinks on our audio as well. So bear with us. We hopefully you can enjoy the visual side of the parade. They're past Real Salt Lake City. Founded in 2004, Real Salt Lake is an American professional soccer club. Real Salt Lake is determined to lead and inspire by bridging the community through sport. Real Salt Lake. A big contingency here for Derek Kitchen. Senator Derek Kitchen is a small business owner and a community activist, a champion for our growing state. Derek is an experienced senator with the heart of an activist, serving as the only openly LGBTQ state senator here in Utah and the only millennial in the state Senate. Prior to serving in elected office, just as a little FYI, Derek was the lead plaintiff in the lawsuit against the state of Utah, Kitchen v. Herbert, which brought marriage equality to Utah and to 5 other Western states. He created a case law that led to the freedom to marry nationwide. We're super happy to have Derek Kitchen as part of the Utah Pride experience. Jay he's too far ahead. Go tell Jay he's too far ahead.
Which direction?
He's up this way. Tell him he's too far ahead of me.
Too far ahead? Where?
He's too far ahead of my camera. He needs to come a little closer. Wholesome Co. is thrilled to be joining the Pride community by coming out of the closet today. The cannabis closet, that is. Various medical cannabis services are offered by the company, including statewide delivery to 99% of Utah's population, as well as Utah drive-through and online pickup services. And you see there the Utah Gay Fathers in the green shirts and entry number 44. The Utah Gay Fathers are celebrating nearly 15 years as a safe place for gay, bi, and trans men to give and receive peer support when navigating anything from coming out later in life, raising children, or forming healthy family and romantic relationships, as well as friendships. Monthly support meetings are currently being held the first Sunday of every month. You can find them on Facebook, the Utah Gay Fathers. And here comes entry number 45 in the Utah Target team. It's Pride Month at Target. It's a time of affirmation and solidarity with the LGBTQ community. That's a big sea of red with our friends from Target. I need you to go until you find him. No. Finally, a little lull in the parade. Want to thank you for joining us on the 2022 Utah live stream. My name is Kyle Ashworth, the host of the LatterGayStories podcast and the official live stream partner for the Utah Pride Parade. We are what I honestly would say probably one of the best weathered Utah Pride parade experiences that I've ever had. It's nice and cool. The sun is not blaring down. It's kind of an overcast and 70s or 80 degree day. So super happy to have you along. Thank you for joining us on this live stream. Let us know where you're watching from and what does Pride mean to you? A big crowd here on the Pride route. It is miles long. I think it's like 2.3 miles long this time. They extended something around 13 blocks extra this Pride season because of the total entries. We have 168 entries coming in today. So super excited to have such a big Utah Pride, and even more excited to have you following along with us. If you weren't able to make it in person, we provide this live stream for you as well. And it does get a little crazy and does get a little loud. So we do hope that you are experiencing a good virtual Pride Parade. Coming up down the road is our next float. It is float number 47. Verse. Here at Verse, it's their mission and dedication to the LGBTQI community to provide a safe and exciting space for you to explore your personal identity with like-minded individuals. They choose to go forward with safe, positive, and proactive thinking in our daily decision-making process. They're collaborating and helping other LGBTQIA+ nonprofits such as the University of Utah Prep Clinic, the Utah AIDS Foundation, the Utah Gay Rodeo Association, and the RCGSE in an effort to expand education and safety throughout our community. It's the Royal Court of the Golden Spike Empire. It's a registered 501c3 organization and Utah's oldest LGBTQ organization. Broadway Media, they're live and local in Utah since 1977, bringing you all of your favorite stations. Music and personalities, including X96, Utah's original alternative with Radio from Hell in the mornings, and Mix 105.1. Number one for all the hits. Thank you to our friends at Broadway Media. Entry number 50 is the Salt Lake Roller Derby. Life is more fun on 8 wheels. The Salt Lake Roller Derby includes 4 leagues: the Wasatch Roller Derby, the Uinta Madness, the Beehive Skate Revolution, and the Wasatch Junior Roller Derby. Roller Derby is a sport for everybody. No matter what your size or shape, if you can stand up on skates, they'll take you. It's the Salt Lake Roller Derby. Entry number 50 in today's parade. Entry number 51, coming down the parade route is Mayor Erin Mendenhall. She's the 36th mayor of Salt Lake City, and joined by our council members, Dan Duggan, Darren Mono, Alejandro Poy, Victoria, Chris Wharton, and more. At Salt Lake City, they're proud to host the Utah Pride Festival and to be an inclusive home to all the members of the LGBTQI community. They're proud to stand strong with and embrace the LGBTQ community as we see the growing movement of an anti-LGBTQ sentiment in the nation. We got Mayor Mendenhall's police escort right behind her as well. Speaking of anti-rhetoric, we do right across the street from our broadcast is a group of protesters. So when they start getting loud and using their megaphones, that's when you hear the crowd around us get even louder, to the point where you can't even hear the protesters at all, even over their loud megaphones. So that is the type of anti-LGBTQ rhetoric that we face as an LGBTQ community. but I think as a fitting metaphor, this crowd is able to drown those voices out and provide a little solidarity and love for those who need it, especially today. I want to thank Erin Mendenhall and all that she's doing in Salt Lake City and her support of the Utah Pride Center. There's our crowd cam, a big crowd along 200 South here on the Utah Pride Parade activity day. It's so exciting. It's just an enormous crowd and super excited to have so many smiling faces and rainbow colors. Entry number 52 is Chief Brown in Salt Lake Police Department. The Salt Lake City Police Department is proud to support the Utah Pride Center and is thrilled to be an attendee of this year's Pride Festival and Pride Parade. The Salt Lake City Police Department is one of the oldest police departments in the country, established, and get this, 1851. With nearly 700 employees, they make up the Salt Lake City Police Department, including Chief Mike Brown. The department also proudly supports its own LGBTQIA+ employee group. And the department recently hired its first mental health clinician and data scientist to help the police department and its police officers in better understanding how to work with the community. Here comes the Utah AIDS Foundation. Utah AIDS Foundation strives to be champions of sexual health and overall well-being for those living with or at risk of HIV and other STIs. The Utah AIDS Foundation works to achieve a future where everyone has equitable access to HIV and STI education. Yeah, we got our protesters that are barking and our crowd that is cheering. Mainly because of the drag queens that are walking. The drag queens really, they really motivate these protesters. Somewhat comical, my friends. There's our drag queen right now that's really ruffling the protester feathers. Yeah, look at that. Strut your stuff. Coming down the parade route now is the Bayou. Mark and Colleen Alston and Del Vance joined forces in 2002 to open up Utah's first craft beer, taking over what was formerly Felt Auto Supply, an auto parts warehouse. They stripped the walls back, exposed the beautiful brick, and started selling over 100 styles of beer. It's the Bayou, a proud sponsor of the Utah Pride Parade. University of Utah, the flagship university of the state of Utah with over 3,500 students enrolled, 35,000 students enrolled, that is. The U fosters student education and success by preparing the students from diverse backgrounds for lives of impact as leaders and citizens. The U is proud to sponsor the Utah Pride Festival. And 1-800-CONTACTS, a proud sponsor of the Utah Pride Center as well. They not only sponsor the Pride Center, but also the LGBTQI community. As a Utah-grown company that has campuses and brands worldwide, including Lingo Eyewear and Luna IO. 1-800-CONTACTS has spent the last 26 years working to find a better way for vision care. So currently our protesters are barking at the sheriff's office, the police department and the sheriff's department for not enforcing God's laws. The crowd made sure and made quick work of our protesters again. Our friends from 1-800 contacts there, followed by Sheriff Rosie-elect Rosie Rivera. Sheriff Rosie Rivera has been a police officer for 28 years, and she's the first female sheriff in the state of Utah. She oversees the Salt Lake County Sheriff's Office and the Unified Police Department of Greater Salt Lake. Re-elect Sheriff Rosie Rivera for Salt Lake City, the Salt Lake County Sheriff. Entry number 60 is Advanced MD. Advanced MD is a global payment company. They're the heartbeat of healthcare. The company offers an all-in-one, 100% cloud-based healthcare platform that allows providers an easy way to manage their entire practice over and across many locations and patient experiences. At Advanced MD, their goal is to be a partner that clients love. Coming in at entry number 62 is the Salt Lake Acting Company, founded in the 1970s. The Salt Lake Acting Company's half-century history is reflected in the expansive body of work. From the very beginning, the Salt Lake Acting Company has supported a large and diverse community of LGBTQIA+ artists in Utah. They produce numerous queer stories, been home and a safe place for queer artists in Utah for decades. The SLAC produces seasons of thoughtful, provocative, regional, and world premieres, nurturing, supporting, and developing a community of artists. It's the Salt Lake Acting Company. We're happy to have them as part of the Utah Pride Parade. Thanks again, everyone, for joining us on the live broadcast of the Utah Pride Center Pride Parade 2022 as we broadcast this parade from downtown Salt Lake City. Hope you're enjoying the live broadcast. Even though you can't be with us, we are happy to have you along on the stream, and we want to thank the Utah Pride Center for making the LatterGayStories podcast the official live stream partner for today's parade. There's a big crowd, and it's super exciting to be here, so thank you for joining us. A little bit of a lull in the parade, which is to be expected. Coming up now down the parade route, it's float number 63, entry number 63, and eBay. They're a world leader in e-commerce. eBay is also a strong corporate citizen when it comes to diversity, equality, and inclusion. eBay has been continually achieving a 100% score in the Human Rights Campaign Corporate Equality Index. Get this, for the past 13 years. As part of eBay's corporate DNA culture, they have many communities of inclusion within the company. We're happy to have eBay along with us at the Utah Pride Parade. It's the University of Utah operating room. They're proud to be the only hospital in the Intermountain West providing gender-affirming procedures, and they've been doing so for the past 4 years. The University of Utah operating rooms love having the opportunity to serve this amazing, brave, and strong patient population. Thank you to our friends at the University of Utah operating rooms. Here comes Equality Utah. It's the state's premier LGBTQ advocacy organization. For over 20 years, they've been working to secure equality rights and protections for LGBTQ Utahns. Utah was the first state to overturn a ban on gay marriage in 2013. Since then, Equality Utah has consistently advanced pro-LGBTQ legislation. In fact, Utah became the 19th state to ban the harmful practice of conversion therapy. We want to thank our friends Troy, Mindy, and the crew at Equality Utah for all the wonderful work they do on behalf of the LGBTQ community. Float number 67 is the Utah Buddhist Fellowship. The Salt Lake Buddhist Fellowship is a Buddhist community that says, come as you are, just as you are, and we won't try to fix you, because there's nothing to fix. The Salt Lake Buddhist Fellowship offers a community-aspiring service to bring compassion and healing to a wounded world. The fellowship is made up of regular folks from all walks of American life, and the fellowship is a lay-led, all-inclusive, non-discriminating Buddhist community that focuses on an everyday Buddhism for everyday people. Come and join us, the Utah Salt Lake Buddhist Fellowship. Workday Inc. is a leading provider of enterprise cloud applications for finance and HR. Workday's culture is rooted in VIBE. That's value, inclusion, belonging, and equity for all. A place where everyone can bring their best selves to work. We're proud to celebrate diversity and support pride in Salt Lake City, in Utah, and around the world. It's Workday. There's the Salt Lake City District Attorney himself, Sim Gill. Sim Gill is your District Attorney for the Salt Lake County District. He is a champion of therapeutic justice and a friend to the queer community. Criminal justice reform is possible without compromising on public safety. Sim Gill is asking for your vote. It's a no-nonsense, just common sense vote. Sim Gill, Salt Lake County District Attorney. Encircle, Salt Lake City, Utah. Encircle is an LGBTQ plus resource with locations in Provo, Salt Lake City, St. George. Encircle offers friendship circle groups, programming, drop-in hours, and therapy every weekday, bringing LGBTQ plus youth of all ages, their families, and the community together to thrive. This year, Encircle opens 3 more Utah locations in Heber City, Ogden, and Logan. You can learn more at encircletogether.org. encircletogether.org. Our friends at Encircle, Stephanie and the crew, we're so thankful for all the enormous work they do for the LGBTQ community. It's Waikiki.
The Waikiki Bar is the place for everyone, open 6 days a week. There's always something fun going on at Waikiki. Plenty of queens, plenty of fun, plenty of music, and even karaoke. Waikiki with 2 to 3 shows per month on Thursday nights. Karaoke twice a week and tea dance every Sunday. They even have trivia nights and something they call Bitch Bingo. You should definitely check out Waikiki. That's Whykyki. Waikiki. Discover Financial Services. They've been named the best place to work for LGBTQ equality for 9 years in a row. This year, Discover has gone above and beyond to encourage employees to add their pronouns to their personal email signatures. They began a partnership with Gender Cool to create non-binary and transgender equitable programs. And they've announced that there's a no-cap transition-related coverage in their healthcare program. That's our friends at Discover. IKEA. IKEA believes that home is the most important place, whether in our own four walls or at an IKEA store, at work or in our own community. They feel it's a human right to have accesses to places where we feel included and can be ourselves. A little music there from Salt Lake Community College. SLCC is the largest higher education institution in Utah with the most diverse student body. The college offers online classes and operates 12 convenient locations throughout the Salt Lake Valley. Even with its large student body, the college maintains a student-to-faculty ratio of just 20-1. Since 1948, the college has focused on providing individual attention and personal care to each student. It's slick, Salt Lake Community College. Quick shot there of our friends from Waikiki again as we have cameras along the parade route giving you a on-street view of what's happening. I want to thank you for joining our live broadcast coverage of the Utah Pride Parade 2022. My name is Kyle Ashworth. I'm the host of the LatterGayStories podcast. And the LatterGayStories podcast is the official live stream partner for the Utah Pride Parade. We want to thank you again for joining us. If you couldn't be here in person, hopefully this is a better second alternative for you. Super fun event to have you along with the Utah Pride Parade. Hitting the streets now, up and coming, is float number 83, entry number 83. It's BD, a medical device company that has offices in Sandy and Salt Lake City. They're being represented by their Utah LGBTQ plus associate resource group. They call themselves Open. The resource group was created to embrace and inspire the LGBTQIA community, both within and outside BD. For 3 years running, BD has kept a perfect score for best places to work for LGBTQ equality at the Utah Human Rights Campaign Foundation. Thank you to our friends at BD for their inclusive and supportive workplace environment. And if you look closely, at the end of the BD float is a rainbow umbrella. I wonder where they got that rainbow umbrella from. They're sporting our own LatterGayStories rainbow umbrella. We do have them available at the festival. There it is, coming into shot. We're excited to have that, a little representation in the Pride Parade as well. Again, we want to thank you for joining us on our live stream broadcast of the Utah Pride Center Pride Parade 2022 in Salt Lake City, Utah. A wild and loud crowd. Here comes float number 85, Dr. Jen Plum for Senate. In Senate 9, a Salt Lake City native and a proud mother to an amazing transgender daughter and a fierce advocate for our transgender youth and community members. She's worked on behalf of the LGBTQIA youth, ensuring that they're protected against threats to their ability to receive quality, life-saving, and affirming medical care. She's a relentless advocate for these voiceless and unheard and most vulnerable members of our community, and has a track record of taking action and getting results. She looks forward to continuing that in the Utah Legislature. Dr. Jen Plum for Senate 9. Entry number 86 is the Cougar Pride Center coming up. Founded 1 year ago, the Cougar Pride Center is a student-run LGBTQ plus resource center for students at Brigham Young University. The Cougar Pride Center aims to empower queer BYU students to celebrate progress and advocate for change through collaborative activism. I'm a big supporter and a fan of Cougar Pride. They also provide resources such as the Safe Housing Project, the Gender Affirming Open Closet, and Resource Advising. Definitely check them out on their social media. They're not a gigantic organization, but they do monumental work. It's my friends at Cougar Pride Center. They need to become your friends as well. Nordstrom, entry number 87 in today's Utah Pride Parade, a proud sponsor and participant of Utah Pride 2022. They've long believed that we're all made better by diversity. Our values and their values are centered on the notion of creating a place where every customer and employee is welcome, respected, appreciated, and able to be their authentic selves. Thank you to our friends at Nordstrom's for being here at the Utah Pride Parade. At Utah Valley University, UVU, and if you're old, it's UVSC. The LGBTQ Student Service Organization serves the UVU students who are seeking LGBTQI plus related services, support, and opportunities. UVU supports personal growth, safety, and a sense of belonging. There is a place for you here at UVU. Go Wolverines! Hello, everyone, and thank you again for joining us on the 2022 Utah Pride Parade live broadcast. I'm your host, Kyle Ashworth, host of the LatterGayStories podcast and Utah Pride Center official broadcast partner for the parade as well. We're happy to have you along, and someone dropped off a chicken. Also, our friends at Delta got me some flight cookies. So we're being well taken care of here at the live stream booth, and happy to have you along. Super excited, and a super fun crowd as well. We'll give you a shot of the crowd. Oh, maybe we'll give you a shot of the crowd. There's a little bit of one. There we go. As you can see, we've got a big full house today. It's bumper to bumper, shoulder to shoulder, smile to smile lineup of people throughout the parade route, and we're happy to have them along. And happy to have you along for the live broadcast as well. Thank you to our friends at Salt Lake City Police Department for keeping the streets safe, for keeping our protesters under control, and for making sure not too much glitter gets into our mouth and hair. It's the Utah Pride Parade. It's MX Technologies based in Lehigh. MX believes that we each have a moral imperative to advance humanity. MX Technology coming up along the way.
Go get Avery. Go get Avery so it's okay again.
Do I have the keys to the car?
The valet has them. I don't know.
We sold 30.
There's MX Technologies based in Lehigh. Their LGBTQ plus team members reach to their fullest potential and contribute to MX mission of empowering the world to be financially strong. MX is proud to stand along Utah's LGBTQ plus community today and every day. Thank you to our friends at MX Technologies. Entry number 92 is Suzanne Harrison for Salt Lake City Council. Suzanne Harrison is running for an at-large seat at the Salt Lake City Council. She's a medical doctor, a state representative for Sandy and the city of Draper, and she's passionate about defending the rights of LGBTQIA plus Utah citizens. Suzanne has been endorsed by Equality Utah in all 3 of her previous elections and is running now to get the county council back to focusing on helping people. Equality is on the ballot this fall, and Suzanne needs your vote. You can learn more about Suzanne Harrison at VoteSuz, that's SUZ.com. Edwards Life Sciences is the global leader in patient-focused medical innovations for structural heart disease, as well as critical care and surgical monitoring. Driven by a passion to help patients, they collaborate with the world's leading clinicians and researchers to address unmet healthcare needs, working to improve patient outcomes and enhance lives. It's Edwards Life Sciences. And here comes Key Bank. For the 14th time, Key Bank was recognized by the Human Rights Campaign as a leading employer of LGBTQ equality. At Key Bank, they value diversity, are committed to equality, and foster inclusion through their businesses. From the teammates they hire to the clients they serve and the suppliers they use and the communities that welcome them, every employee, partner, and friend at Key Bank is engaged with and committed to these goals. They have branches throughout Utah. Visit them and visit Key Bank at a location near you. The oldest operating gay bar in Utah, it's the Sun Trap, located at 102 South, 6 West in Salt Lake City, where authentic queerness is not only expressed but encouraged daily. It's a safe space for all in the LGBTQI community. Come enjoy weekly Sunday barbecues with live entertainment, karaoke, free pool Monday, drag bingo Tuesday, RuPaul's Drag Race hosted by K-Bye on Friday, and live DJs Bentley and Hector spinning the tunes. Hello, New Skin, a global beauty and wellness company headquartered right down the road in Provo, Utah. The company has been helping people look, feel, and live their best lives with products for decades, for nearly 50 years now. This year's theme is celebrating the best in you. It's New Skin. Rolling down the parade route is our friends from Westminster College. Westminster College is proud to be the first college in Utah to march in the Pride Parade as an institution. Westminster is dedicated to social justice and equity, acknowledging the experiences of intersectional identities. Westminster students experience the liberal arts blended with professional programs in an atmosphere dedicated to civic engagement. It's our friends from Westminster College rolling their way down the parade route today. Entry number 100, it's Podium. Podium modernizes the way local businesses operate and grow their business by providing everything they need to win. Their easy-to-use platform enables business owners to get more customer-generated reviews, send seamless text marketing campaigns, and centralize their communications. I want to thank Podium for joining the Utah Pride Parade. Averaging more than 500 inches of snowfall a year, Snowbird is celebrating 50 years as North America's most accessible alpine resort destination. They're just 29 miles from Salt Lake City International Airport and providing year-round big mountain experiences. And if you are familiar with Utah's weather, they just had dozens of inches of snow in the month of May and June. So Snowbird gets it. They have 2,500 acres of legendary terrain as well. Snowbird is part of Powder, a family-owned and operated adventure company. It's the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Salt Lake City. They've been serving youth across Salt Lake, Tooele, and Carbon counties for over 50 years. Their mission is to inspire and empower youth to realize their full potential as productive, responsible, and caring citizens. The Boys and Girls Clubs support all youth and teens of every race, ethnicity, gender expression, sexual orientation, ability, socioeconomic status, and religion. The Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Salt Lake City believes every kid has what it takes, so they will do whatever it takes. Thank you to our friends at the Boys and Girls Club of Greater Salt Lake City. Riding on that float, you'll see Jillian Orr. Jillian Orr was recently on the news. She was the BYU graduate who sold that pride flag inside of her gown, her BYU college gown. and made headlines and had been all over on national news. Jillian Orr, a BYU student who identifies as bisexual. Verix Imaging, entry number 103. Here at the Utah Pride Parade. Proud to walk in his first ever Utah Pride Parade, headquartered right here in Salt Lake City. Verix is a leading supplier of X-ray imaging solutions that truly save lives all over the world. Thank you, Verix, for making the world a safer and better place. One of my favorite floats coming down the parade route. It's the Uinta Wasatch Cache National Forest. The Utah National Forest Service, the BLM, and National Park Service are dedicated to fostering diversity, equity, and inclusion in all of our programs and opportunities. We encourage everyone to get outdoors and enjoy their public lands. One of the reasons I love this float is always seeing Smokey the Bear, or I actually just learned it's Smokey Bear. But I appreciate what the BLM, the Bureau of Land Management, the United States Forest Service does. And I often joke that Smokey Bear has my pants on. I always lend him a pair of pants for every parade. Say hello to your park rangers next time you're out in the great outdoors. The protesters are telling Smokey to put out the gay fire. I'm not sure Smokey cares. There's a great shot of Smokey the Bear. And Zions Bank, entry 105. Having a unique opportunity to show Utah pride. Zions Bank is an inclusive workplace. The vision for Zions Bank and the participation for Utah Pride is to stand in allyship with the LGBTQIA community and to showcase and spotlight their wonderful employees that represent the diverse culture of their beautiful community. It's our friends at Zions Bank, a proud sponsor of the Utah Pride Parade. Who doesn't love a little spook in their lives? It's Scream Time Utah. Fear Factory has continued to bring you the best scares in the state of Utah for over 10 years and was, and again, ranked among the top in the nation. We love our LGBTQIA community and especially those at the Fear Factory, where they provide a safe and inclusive environment for customers and for staff. It's a fun job taken to a whole new level. I want to see them and I want to see you this Halloween season at Fear Factory. Hello again. Welcome to the Utah Pride Parade broadcast. I'm your host, Kyle Ashworth from the LatterGayStories podcast. We are excited to have you along as the official podcast sponsor of the Utah Pride Parade. As we announce a lot of the events that are happening in the parade, hopefully you're having a good time. It's float entry 107, Stitch Fix. Now, Stitch Fix is an online personal shopping and styling service. They deliver one-to-one personalization to their clients through the combination of data science and human judgment. Since their founding in 2011, they've helped millions discover and buy what they love through personalized selection of apparel, shoes, and accessories. See our friends there from Stitch Fix. Here comes Fox 13. It's KSTU, Fox 13, and the EW Scripps Company, proud to march along during the Utah Pride Parade. Their news team is honored to highlight diversity and inclusion and to cover issues important to the LGBTQ plus community. Happy Pride from your friends at Fox 13 News. Check out the Weather Beast. It's Fox 13's Weather Monster, bringing you the latest in forecast. And talk about weather, I don't know if Fox 13 was responsible for it, but we got some of the best weather that I've seen at a Utah Pride Parade, so thank you to them if they had any hand in it. There's Newmont Spectrum Club, providing a welcoming and safe group for all of the LGBTQ students, staff, and allies. It's Newmont Spectrum Club. And there's the street. It's Entry 111. It's Lucid Software. Excited to have Lucid Software sponsoring and marching with us today. Lucid offers a suite of visual collaboration software that helps companies see and build the future from idea to reality. Lucid also recognizes each employee's unique background, personality, and perspective as a core to building an inclusive culture within their company. This marks Lucid's 5th year participating in the Utah Pride Parade, and we're grateful for their support. And you can learn more about Lucid by visiting their website at lucid.co or by following Lucid Software on all social media platforms. Thank you, Lucid, for being in the Pride Parade this year. We want to thank you again for joining us at the Utah Pride Parade. It's Salt Lake's big event. Expected about 70,000 people at Utah Pride Center events over the Pride Week. So we're happy, thankful, grateful to have you along with us. I got a float coming up here that you're going to be pretty excited to see. At least I am going to be excited about it. It's the Utah Star Wars Costume Clubs. They're making their way down the Pride route. I'm your host, Kyle Ashworth of the LatterGayStories podcast, your live stream partner for the Utah Pride Parade. Happy to have you along, and thank you for joining us on this live stream. Where are you listening or watching from? Let us know here in the chat. Big crowd. Look at that. Oh, here we go. We'll switch it real fast for you. There's the crowd. Big crowd here today. As promised, it's the Utah Star Wars Costume Club. They're a group of Star Wars enthusiasts that use Star Wars characters to raise money for charity and brighten the lives of all people. And they are thrilled to be back at the Utah Pride Festival this year. We'll give you another shot of the Star Wars float coming up here now. Right behind the Utah Star Wars Costume Club is our friend Becky Edwards, who's running for Utah Senate. Becky Edwards is a candidate for the U.S. Senate, running against Senator Mike Lee. She wants to bring more proactive, productive, and inclusive leadership to Washington, D.C., and she aims to prioritize clean air, immigration, and family prosperity as Utah's next U.S. Senator. She's a former Utah legislator of 10 years. And she loves skiing, exploring local food, and she's a proud ally of the LGBTQ community. It's Becky Edwards for U.S. Senate. U.S. Bank making their way down the parade route. U.S. Bank is a proud sponsor of I Am Utah Pride. U.S. Bank is focused on creating a safe and accepting environment where LGBTQ plus employees can be their authentic selves. Through its business resource groups, hundreds of employees participate in projects and events benefiting the LGBTQ plus community. And for the past 15 years, U.S. Bank has been recognized on the Corporate Equality Index and Best Place to Work for LGBTQ plus employee equity by the Human Rights Campaign Foundation. There's another quick shot of Becky Edwards meeting the crowd. And if you can hear the crowd chanting, "Shame on you," that's not to Becky Edwards, that's to the protesters. We'll give you a quick shot of the protesters here in a second. How about some Kiki Cabaret at the Utah Art Alliance? The Kiki Cabaret invites you to a world of fantasy and play. The Kiki Cabaret is a monthly showcase presented by the Utah Arts Alliance, creator of Dreamscapes SLC. It's a showcase of Utah's finest performing artists with a sexy and sassy attitude. All bodies are welcome. Kiki celebrates pride every single day. They're here to celebrate creativity and personal expression. Join us in person for VIP seating and a close encounter of the best kind at UtahArtsAlliance.com. I definitely want to give a quick shout out to the Utah Arts Alliance for hosting the LatterGayStories Miracle of Forgiveness Art Gala. They were super kind for doing that. It's our friends from Overstock.com, a leading online retailer of home furnishings based right here in Salt Lake City. One of Overstock's core values is be you. No matter your background, your perspective, your life experiences, or your identity, Overstock wants you to be authentically you. Today, Overstock employees are walking in the parade led by Open, which is Overstock's Pride Employee Network. Overstock is a proud sponsor of the Utah Pride Week festivities. Thank you to our friends at Overstock. As promised, I figured I'd give you a quick shot, just one quick shot. The protesters across the road are really going to lay into this guy. They don't like to see anything like this. But just a shot of what the LGBTQ community has to expect and deal with. These are the small, in-number protesters at the Utah Pride Parade. So coming down the road are a few queens, and these protesters really, really do not appreciate the queens. They've mocked them the whole parade route, and I think the queens have done a pretty good job at holding their own. So it's been fun and exciting to see. They've quieted down a lot. I don't know if they're running out of steam or energy. A couple selfies there in front of the protesters. Entry 119 is Slug Magazine. It's an acronym for Salt Lake Underground. That's Slug Magazine. Their mission is to amplify Salt Lake City's thriving, alternative, and underrepresented music, arts, and events community subcultures with thoughtful media coverage and exclusive event curation. Slug has proudly supported Pride for the past 15 years, and they're happy to be part of the 2022 Pride Parade. Thank you to our friends at Slug. It's the Utah Queer Aquatic Club as well, coming and making their way down the parade route. Queer Utah Aquatic Club, or QUAC, is a nonprofit organization dedicated to promoting adult amateur swimming, regardless of age, ability, sexual orientation, or gender identity. It's the swim club. Making their way down the parade route is Nomi Health. Nomi Health is a proud sponsor. And here today to support the LGBTQ plus community in Utah and around the world, driven by their commitment to health equality. Last year, Nomi proudly donated $500,000 to Encircle, a Utah-based community center for LGBTQ plus youth and their families. Nomi Health, founded in Utah, is a direct healthcare company dedicated to providing low-cost healthcare alternatives for everyone. Thank you to our friends at nomihealth.com, being proud sponsors of this year's Pride Parade. It's the Wagner Jewish Community Center making their way down the parade route. The Jewish Community Center strives to enrich the lives of Jewish community members and the community at large by offering educational, cultural, and recreational opportunities in a place where people of all backgrounds, cultures, and beliefs gather in peace and understanding. Whoever you are, wherever you are, you're welcome. And Morgan Stanley, they're coming down the parade route as well. Take a look at Affirmation. Affirmation, LGBTQ plus Mormons, family, and friends. They create a worldwide community of safety, love, hope, and promoting understanding, acceptance, and self-determination. Those are my friends at Affirmation. Affirmation has been an enormous support for me in my own personal coming out experience. The Salt Lake Brewing Company, a local favorite for over 30 years. The Salt Lake Brewing Company creates inviting and inclusive spaces where everyone is welcome. They've got the best handcrafted beer and a welcoming environment with some world-class delicious food. Thank you to our friends at the Salt Lake Brewing Company. And KUTV making their way down the parade route with their mobile weather lab. That's a Channel 2, sponsored by Riverton Chevrolet Storm Tracker at KUTV.com. KUTV is Utah's most watched television station and is committed to an inclusive Utah. KUTV's newscasts are among the most watched across the state, covering issues that matter the most to the people who live and work throughout the Utah region. This includes the important stories about the LGBTQ population, from the laws that impact policy to the personal stories about the community. We want to thank our friends at KUTV for giving us excellent coverage of the LGBTQ issues and topics that affect each of us here in the state of Utah and throughout the Intermountain region. Entry number 130 is Texas Instruments. TI is committed to building stronger communities where we live, work, and play around the world through their corporate and TI foundational giving. They're investing in programs targeted at priority issues within major site communities. The TI Foundation supports the voice and community mindedness of their employees and retirees by matching their monetary contributions up to $30,000 per year. And they give thousands of hours of volunteer time as well to organizations just like the LGBTQ community. The Loveland Living Planet Aquarium, you saw their umbrellas, their frilly umbrellas. Loveland Living Planet Aquarium is located just south of here in Draper, Utah. They're home to more than 4,000 animals representing 550 species, including sharks and penguins and sloths and otters and leopards, stingrays. They've got it all. They're a welcoming space for everyone and encourage each participant of the Living Planet Aquarium to explore, discover, and learn. They look like jellyfish. You see those jellyfish coming down the parade route? A small but mighty parade entry coming down the road. It's Zakhstan, the Republic of Zakhstan. They're a proud micronation located east of Great Salt Lake. Now formed in 2005, Zakhstan has a strong bond with Utah. The tenacious country has a vibrant culture that reflects their diverse citizen base. Zakhstan stands for thoughtfulness, inclusivity, and authenticity of oneself. No. We're not giving any of this away. Here comes our friends from Vivint. Vivint redefines the home experience with technology and services that create smarter, greener, safer homes, which protect its customers while saving them money. Vivint is committed to winning together. As an inclusive workplace with a diverse workforce, Vivint recognizes that its people are able to do their best when they work for themselves and their ideas that are welcomed and treated fairly. Vivint was recently home to the Love Loud Festival. We want to thank Ryan Smith and the staff at the Vivint Arena and our Vivint family for providing a fun, safe, and welcoming, affirming location for Love Loud. It's Vivint. Utah Support Advocates for Recovery Awareness, or USARA. Their mission is to connect and inspire communities to advocate for addiction recovery. We envision a Utah where recovery and community connection are recognized as the most valuable asset for people to recover from addiction. Lots of cheers here for USARA, USARA. Their mission is to help our community overcome addiction. WCF is Workforce Services. WCF Insurance started as a state agency offering workers' compensation insurance. And for over the past 105 years, WCF Insurance has grown to become a regional insurance company offering not only worker compensation insurance, but now business owner coverage to small and mid-sized companies. They operate through Utah, Idaho, Colorado, Arizona, Nevada, and California. WCF believes in community. Making their way down the parade route is Ancestry. It's the crew at Ancestry Pride. Ancestry is proud of our LGBTQ colleagues and proud to support the Utah Pride Center, Equality Utah, Encircle, and others fighting for equality rights along the Wasatch Front. Ancestry is called Utah home since its founding in 1983 with 1,100 employees at their Lehigh headquarters, making Ancestry the oldest homegrown tech company in Utah. At Ancestry, they know that diversity of all forms makes our family tree stronger and infinitely more colorful. Thank you again for joining us on the live broadcast of the Utah Pride Parade. 2022 is a beautiful day to have a Pride Parade. The weather's actually incredible. No rain, overcast skies. It's not overly sunny. It's just perfect. The weather is awesome. We're excited to have you along, excited to participate in a fun, free event for the Utah Pride Center celebration for 2022 Utah Pride. Here comes the Salt Lake Buddhist Temple along the parade route. They're opening their hearts to embracing everyone as links in the golden chain of love, compassion, and kinship. The Salt Lake Buddhist Temple is one of the 63 temples that comprise the Buddhist Churches of America network. They stand in solidarity with all the LGBTQIA members and friends, spreading kindness and compassion, not only during Pride Month, but all year round. Thank you to our friends at the Salt Lake Buddhist Temple. Entry 142 is Health Equity, the nation's leading provider of health savings accounts. Founded in 2002, Health Equities remained laser-focused on a singular mission: empower working Americans to gain more choice and control over their health care. They're headquartered in Draper, Utah, and walking in the parade is Health Equity's Pride Plus Connection Group. Health Equity encourages their teammates to bring their authentic selves to work regardless of who they love or how they identify. Health Equity is hiring like crazy. Check out their open positions at healthequity.com/careers. You've heard of the YMCA. How about the YWCA? YWCA Utah is dedicated to eliminating racism, empowering women, and promoting peace, justice, freedom, and dignity for everyone. YCA is Utah's most comprehensive provider of family violence services. Their programs include walk-in services and a crisis line. They have an emergency shelter, transitional housing, children's programs, and a vast array of supportive services. It's YCA, reaching out broadly into our community for every woman, including a national accredited child care and early education center. They walk today to honor and empower our LGBTQIA and other related communities. Thank you to our friends at the YWCA. And for Grand America Hotels and Resorts. Grand America Hotel and Resorts committed to supporting our LGBTQ plus community. They offer lots of fun and a great job if you're looking for an entrance into hospitality. Visit Grand America. They also are giving you a chance to win 2 free room nights plus Sunday brunch or dinner for 2. Apply at Grand America for that contest. Huge brands. Entry 145 at today's Pride Parade. They believe in the power of pride in Utah. As a Utah staple, they use the power of merchandise to drive inclusivity and facilitate opportunities for our diverse staff, partners, and community. Riding on the huge brands float is my friend Jason Cosmo. He's the host of the Viva La Diva show. The Mark and Cameron Hammond and Paul and Power B. Paul and Power B, presented by Mark and Cameron Hammond, is a mortgage real estate team encouraging everyone to be yourself. Check out that B right there. Mark and Cameron have raised 4 children who have been encouraged to be themselves without fear of judgment. Paul and Power B, nicknamed Polly, was built by Mark Hammond in 2018 and is a custom fabricated steel honeybee soundstage that lights up at night. There's our friends from Dominion Energy. They're being represented by their Pride employees. They're a group of employees trying to spread awareness and understanding of the LGBTQ community inside and outside of the company. Dominion Energy, they hope that your family feels welcome, wanted, loved, and supported. They're here today to lift those up and let them know that we're all in this together. Happy Pride, everybody, from Dominion Energy. And heading down the parade route, you'll see the Crazy Club Caramba. Crazy is a gay Latin nightclub. It's Caramba every Sunday night. Located at 2100 South and 1051 East in Salt Lake City. Their mission is for the Latino community to have a place to have fun. Together, we can get a little crazy. Entry 151 is Fit to Recover. Their mission is to provide a safe place for people in recovery from substance use disorders and to connect through fitness, nutrition, creative arts, and community service. Fit to Recover seeks to bring balance to our lives through the 4 pillars of nutrition, community service, creative arts, and fitness. The overall well-being is measured by progress towards individually set goals, whether in the gym, the kitchen, the studio, or the community. Fit to Recover is mutually supportive, and they want to stare down our challenges together. Thank you to our friends, Fit to Recover.
How many more?
You turn that camera around to me. Move the whole thing. Move the whole thing.
Making their way down the parade route is Torrance Cycle. It's Utah's best indoor cycling studio. And you'll see in just a second, they are giving the shocks and springs on that trailer a run for their money. Torrance Cycle has been voted Utah's best indoor cycling studio 2 years in a row by readers of City Weekly. And they offer high-energy, rhythm-based cycling classes morning, afternoon, and evening, 7 days a week. And they have 2 locations, one right here in downtown and the other in Sugar House. You can head to their website to book your first class. It's Torrance Cycle. Locally Twisted. I'm a local. I'm Utah. I am Twisted. I'm Utah Pride. Locally Twisted is an LGBTQ plus owned business, and they've been operating in Utah for 20 years. This year is the 2022 Utah Pride official balloon sponsor. Locally Twisted services and produces balloon designs, event balloon twisting, balloon decor, including arches, columns, business decor, and business and event decor, both interior and exterior. It's Locally Twisted. Kind of a twisted company. Entry number 154 is Therapy Transformed. Therapy Transformed is a group of individuals who are passionate about providing quality, evidence-based mental health therapy to members of our community. They want to seek to normalize mental health care and open up conversations about mental health. With a team of healthcare professionals and amazing therapists, they're here to help you. It's Therapy Transformed as part of Utah Pride Parade Festival. Happy to have them along. And especially grateful for all that they do for our LGBTQ community. Hello again, and welcome to almost to the tail end of the Utah Pride Parade. We have 168 entries. We're at 155 of the Utah Pride Parade. I'm your host, Kyle Ashworth of the LatterGayStories podcast. Excited to have you along and excited to be part of the Utah Pride family. We thank you for joining in this broadcast. Throughout the day, we've had hundreds of you joining us on the live stream. There's thousands that are part of the parade here on the parade route in downtown Salt Lake City. Super exciting, super energized and motivated opportunity to support and celebrate our LGBTQ plus community family members and friends. So we thank you for joining us on this live stream and broadcast. It's a full house. As you can see, the crowds are all over the place and super excited. It's a great day to Pride, and it's a great day to celebrate inclusivity, authenticity, and honesty. The crowd currently is telling the protesters to not come back. It's Reckitt. Next up, Global Consumer Goods manufacturer Reckitt, maker of great products like Lysol, Mucinex, Enfamil, and Airborne. And of course, our favorite, Durex. Yeah, you know what Durex is. All of these products, you know, that are currently sitting in your home, keeping your homes clean and your families safe and healthy. It's me, Johnson Nutrition. Entry 155 in Utah's parade. How about the Utah Tennis Association? The Utah Tennis Association is excited to be part of 2022 Pride Parade. I want you to know that there's a place in tennis for everyone. Tennis is a fun way to exercise and a great way to meet people. Tennis is happening all over our state, and we want to join in the party. Happy Pride from everyone at Utah Tennis Association. It's His and Hers Waxing. Now, their goal isn't just to be like every other waxing salon, but they want to provide a different waxing experience. They pride themselves on being an all-inclusive and exclusive waxing provider. From top-of-the-line waxologists, a clean space that provides a fun and comfortable experience, to premier waxing techniques. His and Her Waxing is happy to serve the Salt Lake Valley for all their hair removal needs. Locally owned, female-owned, and Salt Lake City's go-to for all your hair removal needs. And You First Credit Union, You First, putting your needs first, has always been their goal. It's in their mission, it's in their values, and it's in their products, helping you set new goals and reach new milestones. They want to put you first in every scenario by helping you build a better financial life. Come visit You First and find out why it's better here at You. Say hello to the Alliance House. They're a nonprofit here in Salt Lake City, providing a supportive environment where adults living with serious, persistent mental illness can rebuild their self-respect, dignity, and abilities through education, productive work, and meaningful relationships. They do this by helping members complete educational goals, develop necessary work skills to help them return to productive employment in the community. Alliance House accepts all adults living with mental illness, regardless of insurance eligibility. Here comes the Salt Lake City VA LGBTQ plus program. The Salt Lake City VA proudly provides affirmative health care to eligible LGBTQ veterans. The LGBTQ plus program, veterans and employees join to show that pride counts at the VA. Entry number 162, Goud for Clerk. The next entry here is Goud for Clerk, running to be the next Salt Lake City County Clerk. Goud is a first-generation American and a veteran. Been practicing law for almost 20 years and currently a compliance attorney. Goud's goals is to make Salt Lake County elections the most transparent and secure for voter confidence. Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Utah, helping Utahns ignite the potential in all kids through the power of one-to-one mentoring. They're matching adult volunteer mentors, the bigs, with the kids, and want littles as well. Bigs and littles do big, fun events together and build strong bonds that can last for years. Big Brothers, Big Sisters of Utah, everyone can be a mentor. It just takes commitment and caring. If you're interested in volunteering as a big, stop by the festival booth at the Utah Pride Festival today or visit bbbsu.org to learn more. Say hello to Park City LGBTQ Task Force. They're proud to be part of the Utah Pride Festival for the first time in history. The task force was formed in early 2021 and has evolved into a group of over 30 individuals from the Wasatch Back who are proud to say they are in the LGBTQ community. It's our friends from the Park City LGBTQ Task Force. Inked against cancer, walking through the Pride Parade. We're nearing the final. We still have a few more floats left at the Utah Pride Parade. We want to thank you for joining us in this live stream. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully you've had fun and been able to see the parade from a different perspective. If you aren't obviously able to join us in person, we want to thank you for joining us as part of this live broadcast. It's been a great, beautiful day. In fact, the sun is just starting to break through the clouds and it's getting a little bit warmer, but it's been beautiful weather, a great day for a parade, a great day to celebrate Pride and for the opportunity to see and become more visible as an LGBTQ plus community. I'm the host of the LatterGayStories podcast and super excited to be part of this broadcast as well as the official live stream partner for the Utah Pride Center. Domo just walked through and Ink Against Cancer as well. Just got a couple more floats and then we're wrapping up the rest of the parade. There are plenty of festivities still to enjoy throughout the rest of the day. If you are going to be in the Salt Lake City area, we invite you to the Utah Pride Festival that's happening at Washington Square. The festival is full of booths, entertainment, food, and lots of fun. It's kind of the wrap-up to the Utah Pride Festival. So we're excited to be able to have that as well, and we invite you to that at Washington Square. One of our final floats coming through the Utah Pride Parade is going to be from our friends at Project Rainbow. Now, Project Rainbow is a nonprofit organization working to promote LGBTQ plus visibility throughout Utah. For various events, holidays, and activities throughout the year, Project Rainbow will stake a rainbow or trans flag in your own personal yard. Now, all proceeds go to the Project Rainbow Community Fund, which awards grants to projects and events that promote LGBTQ plus visibility in Utah. Project Rainbow wants to thank the 5,600 participating homes and businesses throughout northern Utah that are currently waving a rainbow flag for Pride Week. There is currently a Project Rainbow flag flying in my yard in Heber City. I encourage you to support Project Rainbow at projectrainbow.com. We're going to give you a chance to listen to the bagpipes and the drums from the Interfaith Pride Coalition of Utah. The Utah Pride Interfaith Coalition has been carrying the flag in the Utah Pride Parade for more than a decade. Along with the First Baptist Church of Salt Lake City, the Mount Tabor Lutheran Church. One of the best parts of the Utah Pride Parade is seeing the gigantic rainbow flag making its way down Main Street. It's held by members of the community, coalitions, churches, religious institutions, nonprofits, community organizations, and allies supporting the LGBTQ community. This coalition is a testament to the reality that being queer does not mean you have to give up your faith. Utah has a rich diversity of faith traditions who have long been safe spaces for queer folks to practice their faith, who have been allies in the fight for inclusion and justice under the roofs that support chapel steeples. We're thankful for this coalition of religious leaders carrying the Utah Pride flag down the Pride Parade route. We again want to thank you for participating in our Pride event coverage at the 2022 Pride Parade. I'm your host for the LatterGayStories podcast, Kyle Ashworth, thanking you again for joining us, for participating, and most importantly, for supporting our LGBTQ groups and organizations who create visibility for communities and marginalized people throughout this region. Again, we want to thank you. We offer an invitation to support the Utah Pride Center, support your LGBTQ organizations that, again, are helping to lift the marginalized communities. I'm excited and thankful that you joined us and want to say happy Pride to you, 2022, from the Utah Pride Parade.